Very recently, I reviewed the Jordan 1 Rare Air Cinnabar, one of two Jordan 1s dropping on the same day as part of a broader Rare Air line that Jordan Brand is continuing in 2025, a line that is inspired by samples, early prototypes, mistakes on those early iterations of the Jordan 1 before it finally came to fruition. And now I'm going to review the second Jordan 1 from that series, Air Jordan 1 Rare Air Royal. Now this shoe is dropping on April 5th for $180 in the United States. It's dropping on the same day as the other Jordan 1 Rare Air colorway, the Cinnabar colorway. And of course, this is not the first Rare Air shoe. Back in 2015, there was some Jordan 1 Rare Airs. All the way back in like 2005, there was a Jordan 4 Rare Air. And first impressions of this shoe might be like a poor man's Fragment Jordan 1, or very similar to the Midnight Navies that came out last year. Just a very simple colorway. Nothing too exciting, but it is still pretty clean. You can't really screw up a Jordan 1 or a majority white Jordan 1. Yeah, it's very hard to screw up. Basically stick a standard wearable versatile color in something like this blue and it'll be decent at the very least. But still, overall, yeah, it doesn't really tickle all of my sneaker hormones, doesn't get me super excited. And the materials on the shoe, it is all leather. Quality of the leather, it is pretty general or pretty generic for a Jordan 1 general release, probably what you would expect. So it's not the thickest cut of leather, and you do see more of that shine and sheen from the polyurethane coating that is often used on a lot of Jordan 1s. So nothing too special in terms of the materials here. On the ankle collar, you do get suede, unlike the Cinnabar colorway. That suede was like that hairy suede. This one is much more buffed down, and of course the most distinct thing about this shoe, it is the Wings logo. So on the right shoe, you get a general Jordan Wings logo, but on the left shoe, it is mismatched. You get the Nike Air Wings logo, found that on the medial side of the Cinnabar colorway. On the medial side of this shoe, no logo, just like a general release Jordan 1. And the swoosh here, it is leather as well, but underneath it is wear away. So you do see this orangey red color under the black, and I think that would look pretty cool. But out of the box, just a black swoosh, and then moving up the tongue, it is just a regular nylon tongue with a Nike logo on top. Now, general release Jordan 1s, you get the Nike Air branding. For this, just Nike and a blue and red color that actually fits the rest of the colorway pretty well. But on the sneakers description of this shoe, it still says there is a Nike Air blue woven label. If they took just like 30 seconds to just check if the description matches the actual shoe, they'd be able to catch that error, but I just don't know how they can miss something so obvious and so easy. That is like one of the changes of the shoe. They literally swapped out the Nike Air on general Jordan 1s to Nike, and they still couldn't update that on the sneakers description. Now, unlike the Cinnabar colorway, the flaps on the ankle as well as on the eye stays, that is like general release Jordan 1s. It doesn't like come undone, so it is stitched down. And the shoe does come with one extra set of laces. The other one is white, but it does have like a sail kind of vintage distressed, worn look to it, so it's not fully white. Kind of plays into the whole vintage theme of the shoe. Out of the two, I definitely think the white looks much better. I think it gives it a better pop. Something about the blue laces that come out of the box on this shoe particularly, I just don't think it looks as nice. I like the tongue, I like the red swoosh here, but yeah, definitely white laces for me. And in terms of the cushioning of the Jordan 1s, it comes with a rubber cup sole with a Nike Air unit on the heel. Cup sole, very durable. It is pea stain yellow. I don't love that, but I guess if they're gonna have a shoe that is essentially inspired by like prototypes, samples, mistakes, or like early versions of the Jordan 1 before it finalized the final version of the shoe, I guess that kind of makes sense. In terms of the outsole though, just a general rubber outsole for a Jordan 1 in this black or dark chalk color. It looks pretty nice there. And the insole of the shoe, it is just a blue Rare Air branded insole, not Dreamcell, not polyurethane. It is pretty generic quality. In the box of the shoe, a Nike Jordan 1 box, the same type of vintage distressed look for the aesthetics, just like the Cinnabar colorway, but it's a different color. It is blue and black. And the paper of the shoe, Jordan Brand is digging into the archives. So you see like early samples and prototypes of different Jordan 1s. You see this one with the Nike Wings logo instead of the Air Jordan Wings logo. that definitely existed on a prototype and sample of the shoe. Yeah, I really like how they gave us different paper for this. Just kind of adds to the unboxing experience for this release. And in terms of sizing and comfort, I am a wide and flat footer. For Jordan 1s, I stick true to size. Lengthwise, widthwise, fits pretty well. For super wide footers, the 4-foot, you might need a bit of break-in time, but this isn't like super stiff, thick leather, so break-in time should not be that long. I definitely would not go up half a size. It'll crease very ugly. In terms of comfort, like under your feet, it is a shoe that is flat to the ground, close to the ground. Michael Jordan did want it that way when he first wore this shoe. He wanted to feel the court when he was playing. For casual use, you can definitely feel it, especially if you're used to wearing like super comfortable, really nice modern technology in terms of the cushioning. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. I really do like though for Jordan 1s, the padding around the angle collar, nice and soft, nice and thick. So I like that there. And that brings the total score of the Air Jordan 1 Rare Air Royal to 28 out of 40. Pretty average score compared to other general releases. Now, first, it is colorway. It is decent, it is nice, nothing special. I think just like the Cinnabar colorway, I don't think it deserves the term delicious. Like white, blue, some sail muslin on the sole. Can't really go wrong, but it doesn't really like make me feel anything. And in terms of the materials, exactly what you would probably expect for a Jordan 1. Not the best, nothing super premium. You do get that polyurethane coating that gives it kind of a more shinier look. Don't love that. It's not like super thick leather as well. So yeah, not the best, but it's not like absolute trash where you feel like the leather is so thin and so flimsy it'll break super easily. It's not that bad, but it's nothing super great. And in terms of the comfort, Jordan 1 is about as average as you can get. A shoe that came out in 1985. There's been so much innovation in technology in shoes that when you wear a very comfortable shoe and then put your feet in this, you can definitely feel it. But if you don't mind like a pretty close to the ground, minimal cushioning type of shoe for a few hours, you won't have a huge problem here. In terms of versatility, the Jordan 1 is a super wearable shoe, probably the most wearable silhouette out of all Jordan shoes. I think the lows are probably more wearable, but in terms of the wearability, the colorway, yeah, again, very wearable. This white and blue combination, can't really go wrong. Super standard colors, nothing sticks out too much, nothing goofy about the shoe. Even if you wear away this black swoosh, revealing the kind of orangey red underneath, it'll still look very nice. Very versatile colorway indeed. Now, I've already reviewed the Cinnabar colorway. If you want to know the details of this shoe, go check out that review. But between the two, which one would I prefer if I had to choose one? Obviously, this is under the pretense that I had to pick. This might be surprising because I actually conducted a YouTube poll between these two colorways. There were like over 250 votes, and it was heavily skewed towards favoring this colorway. It was like 75%, 25% for this colorway, but surprisingly, I don't love either of them, but I think if I had to choose, I might actually go with this Cinnabar colorway. I just think it's a little bit more different. I do like the materials on here better with that textured leather. In terms of like the colorway overall, I think they're both kind of equal. Nothing too great, but it's not like trash or anything. But yeah, if I had to choose, I probably would go with this one, but just by like a little smidgen, not by much. But I must say, I definitely am looking forward to the Jordan 4 Rare Air that is coming out later this year. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Sole Inclined. Let me know what you think of the Air Jordan 1 Rare Air Royal. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes.